What's up guys, Nolan here, and there's been loads of changes and additions to Tarkov over the past few days. Starting off with the hideout, we have new and changed crafts everywhere from task items like kek tape, RFID readers, and an intel folder to useful items like the military circuit boards, cultist poison antidote, and even a violet keycard for labs. And those are just to name a few, so make sure that you check out the hideout crafting stations for anything that might be useful to you. All of these will have different times for all of us depending on what our crafting skill for the hideout are at. Generally speaking, the more valuable an item is, the longer it will take to craft, with some of them going even into the triple digits for the hours, like the violet keycard taking over 100 hours to craft, so be sure to time them efficiently around the other crafts that you need from each station. There was a rumor going around of a stim that lowers your body temperature to make you less visible on thermals, and I could say that it is very likely that that is true. It is in the game files, but it is not actually in the game yet. For those who don't know, Nikita has been saying for a while now that they can easily add items to reduce your thermal signature, but he's usually talking about some kind of clothing. I didn't think that they would add the stim first. I'm thinking that BSG may not like that the cultists are so easily countered by thermals, so they might be moving to fix that in the future. We'll have to wait and see. The Mark 18 338 lapua rifle was taken off of Jaeger level 4, and now Jaeger has a new task to unlock it where you will need to kill SHTURMAN 25 times. It was originally 30, but they reduced it to 25, and I'm willing to bet that they'll lower it again at least one more time, if not change the task somehow to make it a bit easier, because that is an insane amount of kills for a scav boss. BSG have misjudged things like this in the past, and it's our job to give proper feedback on this stuff, so please don't just rag on it too hard until you've at least attempted it a bit. I will say that I agree 25 is still a ton of kills for this, especially when people already have the rifle now, so anybody new will need to go through this in order to catch up. We'll see how this shakes up the economy on the lapua, especially since it is such a dominant weapon. The quest also gives you a pro kill medallion and a secret reward, of which at the recording of this video, I am not sure anyone has completed it yet, so we don't yet know what that secret reward is. I'm gonna update the description and the top comment of this video once I find out. KILLA farming is at an all-time high right now for some reason or another, so those of you looking to take part, best of luck, but those of you looking to just simply profit and escape from Tarkov, I would say that Interchange is absolutely the most efficient scav map in the game, hands down. With a practically guaranteed 3 to 4 PMCs at least, there only to farm KILLA every raid. When you scav in with 10 minutes left, you practically have the entire map to yourself most raids. So if you're struggling right now, be sure to take advantage of that. Staying on that boss topic, those of you that were looking for Gluhar the past few days will be glad to know that no, you're not crazy. He was indeed bugged and it's been fixed. He will now be spawning as usual again, so best of luck there. It's still Gluhar, he's still got his boys. It's still going to be a difficult fight, but at least he'll be there for you to fight. The Bitcoin farm timing has been increased recently. It's around 24 hours at one card and goes all the way down to just under 7 hours with all 50 cards. I would have to say that 5 to 10 cards are still the most efficient, so if you have 10 cards and are hurting for money, I would highly suggest that you do not buy any cards from the flea market after that point and just stick to pocketing the ones that you do find from there, but of course it's up to you. We had a quick Q&A with Nikita yesterday where if you've been keeping up with my updates, then you'll already know most of this stuff, but here it is for those who don't. There will very likely be a rebalance to XP gains for everything in the game in the future, as reaching level 40 is too easy in BSG's mind. Those of you who disagree, trust me, there's more to it, but that's a topic for another video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. There will be a complete redesign of object penetration, giggity, on all locations in the future. All forms of cover will see changes, with an example of vehicles getting tough zones like the engine block and the wheels, aka you will be safer behind the engine block than behind just a single door, as the game does not actually reflect that currently. The IFAK now stops heavy bleeds, but reminder, it does take a lot from the durability, so pay attention to that. As always, someone asked about cheaters, of which BSG have already banned 30,000 just this month, and asked that we continue to report any suspicious players. For those who don't know, you simply just click the triangle next to the player's name in the death menu to report them for whatever reason. And lastly, for the Q&A, they will have paths through the minefields in the future, and some of them will be exits. They plan to add ways to detect mines, including literally a mine detector down the line at some point. That's it for the Q&A. They tweeted the whole thing. If you want to see it for yourself, the link is going to be below. Moving on to more recent community topics, I constantly hear people asking about Streets. The current timeline has it coming out mid to late 2021 right now, guys, so unless we hear otherwise, expect to not be playing on Streets until this summer at at the earliest. I'm going to make a new video talking about this as soon as I can, as it does deserve it. Then last but not least, the usual complaints of desync and lag are increasing, so if you are noticing server issues, remember to try and change your server manually through the launcher. If that doesn't work, please, for your own sake, just take a break. We all know that there's issues for Tarkov in this department. Whining about them online doesn't do any good. If you can't just say welcome to Tarkov and move on to another raid, then leave appropriate feedback and take breaks for the sake of the community. That's all for today. I have more videos planned. I just need time to edit and upload them, so stay tuned. For the latest Escape from Tarkov news and content in general, check out these playlists here. If you like this video, then you know the drill. Please subscribe. I really appreciate the people who do. Otherwise, I hope you at least learned something, and I also hope you have a nice day. See you guys.